Hello everyone, welcome to Lance Fantasy Gaming. This is Patreon August 2023. This is part 5, I believe. Let me know if there's Patreon you may look at. We do a lot of 3D printing here. I paint a lot of stuff as well. Check out the remainder of the video. Subscribe, like, and share. Check out our links down below as well. So let's get started. So we have my 3D print forge. So basically this is what you call World of Warcraft prints. So if you do World of Warcraft style D&D, or you like to have a figure of it, make your own world, this is probably it. I think we are doing, let's see here, Knights of Lordaeron. So Lordaeron was destroyed by Arthas when he became a Death Knight. So yeah, and this is Arthas, I believe, because he started out with a hammer and a paladin. And Uther. Yep, Uther. And there's Arthas as a Death Knight. And him killing his dad. If you ever play World of Warcraft or Warcraft 3, you get the story of it. It's actually a really good game for Warcraft 3 and so forth for it. But anyhow, it is actually pretty good. Lordaeron, I do want to do World of Warcraft style games, but just gotta find the right players to play the game for you as well. So yeah, so we got Lordaeron. Next one is SwanNet 3D. These are terrain based, what you call it, terrain based for D&D, or you use it for Warhammer. I think we're doing the Desert Fortress, so we're doing like a looks like a desert style terrain for it. These prints are very huge. Just letting you know. So you might have to downsize it, or you have a program to cut it out and print it by part to part. A lot of times they print it in one solid piece, and for you to decide how you're gonna print it. I have a Fulton Max M3. It's like a 12, 13-inch plate. Some of the stuff is still too big for that plate. If I had a 17-inch plate, that would be a different story. Dragon's Rest. We do Crack Keep, Stone Map, and Cloud of Dread. So here's your stone map. Looks like it's broken, and we have your gaseous form of a cloud hand. I think they'll do some more stuff too. I think this is the door that they were about to do, but I don't think there's more stuff should be coming out soon for that. We'll check it out when we have a chance. Cryptic God Foundry, very good. Another D&D style prints that you can do for it. Let's see here. August D&D. I want to see individuals. They have individuals. So it looks like doing the Oriental style. You see some Onis. I think these are all Onis, and we got like one panda. So let's see here. We have buildings as well. That looks pretty good looking as well. Um, right now I'm not. Right now I do want to print more stuff, but I gotta print a lot of the old ones. We got the Kasuni monk. We have a dragon. A Tempest cleric, panda. We have a Oni hobgoblin samurai. Actually, hobgoblins do wear samurai armors and stuff, and a lot of the actual lore of hobgoblins, because they actually have a civilization back then. That actually will fit. And you have hobgoblins, ninjas as well. You get your Oni. And we got a silent sister. I don't know their type of demons. We could probably pass as a thiefling. More Onis. Sumo Onis. Be kind of interesting to play it. And there is your bases, buildings. This is probably fun to do as well. Next one is Village Hope Miniature, another type of Oriental adventures as well. You got looks like a building that you can do. I don't know what kind of building. Looks like some kind of a observatory. We have a couple cutesy electronics, animatronics, a female, and a guy. It looks like more like an artificers. But you have this is what I like to print the most because this is makes it more visualizing and interesting for players when they look at these things. They can go and try to interact with it in the game. So this is a Golem workshop. Okay. So a Golem workshop, that's pretty cool. And it's pretty big too. So we got a lot of stuff to look up. I do want another printer. That will help. We already got the blacksmith from last month. Maja's Forge. Didn't really see anything for August. I gotta message this guy to get my this thing so that I can print it because we need buildings and I don't want to make it out of foam because it takes a long time to make shit out of foam. Looks like we have orcs for it. So pretty good looking orcs. I do need to print some orcs. I have that's an ogre right there. There's your orc. I do need to print some orcs for D&D. I only have orcs for Warhammer. They're not the type of orcs I want. I want the old school orcs that we did a couple months ago with the pig nose snout for that as well. Well, so far it looks good. I have a dwarven bust. Look at Conan the Barbarian right there. And we have Print Your Monster for August. That's from last month. He hasn't released anything for last month, for this month. Doing a lot of Kickstarter though. I wish I had money for Kickstarter. I have no money. This is like an off proxy for Tyranids, Oshiro minis. I did get some couple of stuff, but August looks like we have more of a Crabloids and looks like a proxy for Necrons down the bottom. So we got that. Actually looks more like D&D material if you go by the beach or the caves on the dark. And looks like one of those like those silent night for Age of Sigmar ones for the Necrons. That will probably be really good to use. 3D Art Guy, another proxy Warhammer. Also do have some anime figures and what you call it, D&D as well. So we have forgot the Raven. I forgot what this guy. He's a Primarch. He died, and I believe he's coming back into the 40k if the lore says right. But he just went batshit crazy. So he'd be a pretty good Primarch if you play the 30k ones. I know they already made one for him. I think this one looks a hell of a lot better than the one that Games Workshop made as well. You have an angel. Don't know what kind of angel this is. You use a battle sister for this one for the angel part for it. But, they do come small, but you're gonna have to resize it if you want an actual figure for this as well. Overall, I think it looks so cool. Here's your dwarf from Age of Sigmar. I think they were called the Berserkers. And I know there's one more. After that was a tree ant as well. There we go, your tree ant. That'd be pretty cool too. And you have your dragon sorcerer as well. That last one today. Cyberforge minis. They do a lot of sci-fi stuff as well, and they got some Age of Sigmar stuff. Under the Sea. Looks like this is more for like cyber, for the futuristic version of Pathfinder. This one will be probably for Tyranids proxies for it. And you have your ships. That's pretty much it for this one. Um, they're really good. They're really all really good. They're reasonable. It just depends what game you play as well. Anyhow, subscribe, like, and share. Let me know which one Patreon you like the most, or leave down in the comments which Patreon you look at. Thank you guys very much. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.